What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the 86 again. Today we're going to be cleaning up the engine bay and we're going to be marking up the engine and try to test fit as much as we can, because I do think that we have to beat the transmission tunnel just a little bit to make the engine fit, even though we have a mounting kit. So as you can see, the engine bay is kind of in a mess. It has a lot of stuff that we're not going to use. We're gonna be taking out all the original fuel lines, original AC lines, power steering stuff, condenser, all that we're gonna be trying to take out today. I might end up taking out the battery brackets, removing the brake cylinder, brake booster and stuff like that. Basically taking out everything from the bay, like how I would need it to be prepped for paint. But before we paint it, we're going to test fit the motor, just to make sure that I don't have to beat the transmission tunnel. According to my brother, he did one in his car before and he said that I need to beat it just a little bit. So I want to test fit it and make sure. I have to put spacers between the subframe and the well, the cross member and the subframe, so, or whatever you call this. There's a spacer that has to go there. So we're gonna try to get all that in. Hopefully we can get all of it done in this video. Strip out all this stuff and thing over here and get it ready. I do want to take the intake and stuff off of the engine too, the intake and the exhaust manifold, just to make the bundle a little bit smaller, so you know, it's not a big bulky thing that I'm working with, because it is heavy and it's just me alone. I don't think any of my friends are coming over tonight to help me, so I don't want to get crushed. So the engine is sitting here. I did strip the wiring harness off of it because my wiring guy came over to double check his stuff. So I'm going to be taking the intake manifold off, the alternator, AC pump, power steering pump, and the exhaust manifold. So I will only have to be dealing with this little piece right here just to make the package a little bit smaller. And yeah, so I'm gonna set you guys up and we're gonna go ahead and try to strip out all this stuff. And yeah, let's get to it. So guys, as you can see, I have the beams engine completely stripped out. Exhaust side is completely stripped out, and the intake side is completely stripped out too. So I'm gonna be putting the transmission on, and we're gonna be test fitting that. We're gonna be test fitting the engine tomorrow. I finished washing the engine bay too, so it's a little bit cleaner. It'll be a lot nicer to work with, and it's not gonna be covered in grease and grime. And so last night the customer was here for this car, and the plans actually changed for it. Oh, and the kit, remember I said that we're going to need some subframe bolts? I went today and I picked them up at the hardware store. These are not what I'm going to be using, because these are just regular steel bolts, but I'm going to be using these for mock-up, and I'm going to order like a grade 8 or grade 10 bolts online. But yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, the build has changed quite drastically. So now we're going to be turboing the car instead of running it NA. So I am going to be building a turbo manifold for this car and an intake manifold for this car from scratch. So that is pretty exciting, and I can't wait to start on that. But tomorrow I'm going to test fit the engine. Hey guys, this is where I'm going to end this video off. Remember, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions or you have any advice for me. Please leave them down below. I try to reply to everyone. So peace.